up, everybody? RevivalHouse.net here with the commentary. We are going to start what I believe, is essentially the beginning of a Macaulay exploitation. What's taken us so long to do a Mac exploitation? We're going to be hip and be like, we're as closest to him as Michael Jackson was. We're going to call him Mac. But you're Mac, right? No, you're Zach. Sorry, fucking Mitchell's not here. Mac needs to be here. You know what? I'll say this is what I thought when we selected this movie. By the way, the first thing I thought about was Mitchell coming on board, aka Mac, because man, would he have this is like a pedophile humor buffet. Because it's little Macaulay and little Elijah. They're just ripe for it, man.
Oh, dude, I'll take up his slack and do it.
Take up the podium. So yeah, I mean, technically, you know what? No, we haven't. I was about to say we did Home Alone, but technically we didn't do Home Alone. Technically we failed Home Alone.
Yeah.
Never got posted. That's a lost episode.
Or did Home Alone fail us?
Yeah, this is officially the start of our Macaulay exploitation. So we're going to be, I didn't even fucking say the movie yet. I'm sorry. But by the way, if you guys don't already know by now, you're Numbskulls. I'm Aaron and this is Zach. And we're about to dig into The Good Son.
The Good Son, baby.
This is Macaulay's first foray into horror. Well, maybe it was his only foray. I guess he was kind of in, he was in Jacob's Ladder when he was really young. His first movie, I think it was one of his first movies.
I like that movie.
And that's psychological horror as well. But, I don't know. Do you want to get it started and kind of preface everything, or?
Yeah, we're watching this on Netflix, motherfuckers.
Yeah, right, man. So if you got Netflix, there's no excuse for you to not join in on the fun. So we're queued up at 0 on the good old Netflix. I have no fucking idea what it is if you have the DVD or the VHS or whatever the hell, the Betamax at home. But we're on Netflix and we're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. Are you ready, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Fall Out Boy, are you ready? Okay. 3, 2, 1, play. So
20th Century Fox, motherfucker.
I've seen this movie a few times in my life, enough to where I know the movie. I know what happens in the movie, but it has been a little while since I've seen it. But I know the story. I know the plot. I know everything about it reasonably. I remember this is one of those movies that's like a bad, good movie. It's like the premise of it's kind of cool. I think the best part about the movie is just the novelty of it being Macaulay Culkin as a antagonist, as a bad kid, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if movies like Brian Bonzel's, like Mikey, him playing Mikey, did that come after this? Did this start like the trend of having these good babyface kids as like stone cold killers?
Yeah, I think Mikey was later.
But I think that's the best part of this movie. I think it's kind of like the kindergarten cop effect, right? Let's put the big strong man in an unlikely situation. I mean, obviously he's playing the role legit, but obviously for marketing purposes, it was probably there. I don't know what year this came out. Probably between Home Alone 1 and 2. Because Home Alone 2, he was older.
I'll look. 93.
Yeah, so, Home Alone 2 came out in 1992. He looks younger in this movie, does he not? Maybe not. I guess not. But anyway, it's starring, like I said before, making fun of a certain type of humor. It's got Elijah Wood as well. Elijah Wood, he seemed to have been
would.
You would? You Elijah Wood do it?
I would. I'd Elijah his Wood.
He was in a lot of movies when he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he was in North, that shitty movie.
North, what's that?
He was in North.
Oh.
There was this like Asian guy in the movie that went North and called him North. The text of the opening credits is disturbing me because it looks kind of cheap. It kind of looks like Salute Your Shorts, like 90s Nickelodeon font.
Yeah, we played.
See, I don't remember all this part. I don't remember why he goes to stay with Macaulay. Is Macaulay his cousin?
Yeah. His dad, gets a job or something. I don't remember.
But like I said, I don't recall this movie being a great movie. Like it's good. It's one of those movies you might remember being better than it really is, because the premise is kind of creepy and kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it falls flat in a couple of areas. It's this guy. What's his name? The guy from the Crossing Guard. I don't know his name. He shows up in a lot of movies. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Oh, he's also in The Green Mile.
David Morse.
David Morse, that's right. My brother tried telling me he was stone cold convinced that David Morse was a homosexual that came out. Like, yeah, he's a homosexual. I'm like, what? And I'm like, I think you're confused. And then, I looked it up, and surely enough, he wasn't gay.
That's too bad. I'd fuck him.
Doesn't he look like a white Dr. Dre, that doctor? Look at him again. You want to spit a few bars in the next episode.
It's not going to show him again, is it?
Yeah, you fucked up and missed it, man. He wasn't worthy.
He couldn't hold the candle.
Everybody out there, Zach does the best fucking Snoop Dogg. He does. He be spitting rhymes from the next episode. I doubt it's the
best, dude.
It's good. YouTube took down your fucking audio because you sounded too close like Snoop. They thought you was the real Snoop.
No, that was SoundCloud.
Oh, SoundCloud. But he's pretty good. His rhymes are sick. You did. You sent me the Busta Rhymes fucking cover too. Put your hands on my eyes can see. So
she's dying.
Oh, where do I? Is she Charlie Banks? Is she? It's not Charlie Banks. That's a different fucking movie. Is that Charlie's mom from Mighty Ducks?
Maybe.
Interesting.
Well, he's just got some shit smeared on his face.
I know. I saw that coming in. It's like some of his makeup rubbed off because they know he's wearing makeup probably for this film.
Oh, it's probably supposed to be dirt.
That looks like, oh, yeah. It's always a little hammy. It's like, just clean your fucking face off. Like, if I had dirt on my face when I was a kid, I would wipe it off. It's not like I just love dirt because I'm younger. That looks like Charlie's mom. I think that's her. Which, by the way, totally reminds me we have to do Mighty Ducks sometime.
Yeah.
Got to do the Joshua Jackson exploitation. The trilogy. That escalated quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's already dead. David Morse always just kind of looks like a sad puppy dog with his eyes. Who wants to be buried in the fucking mountain, like in the desert like that? What's going on here? That's weird. Isn't that weird? Where the hell are they? Did they explain why she wanted to be buried on the fucking top of the Superstition Mountain or whatever the hell that is?
Was she getting buried or was it ashes?
I guess that makes more sense. Maybe they dumped her ashes in the Grand Canyon or something. I don't know, man. I can't be expected to know all this shit. I don't know what's going on through Elijah Wood's head. He's probably mentally preparing himself for the Maniac remake now. He was probably working on it all the way back then.
The only thing I really remember about this movie is like when he gets to his Macaulay's house, he's like, "Oh, your mom is my mom," or something like that.
He says that?
Yeah, doesn't he say like
that? Pissed me off.
I don't even remember.
That pissed me off, man.
Like, my mom came back as your mom, as a ghost. I don't know.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, he's fucked up. This totally was a prequel to that Maniac movie.
Well, I'm pretty sure Macaulay gave him some pointers to prep for the role. Like, just follow my lead. I'm going to be a total maniac in this movie, and you're going to see how it's done. I kill babies and blame it on crib death.
That's fucked up.
Just watch. That's what he does, dude.
And then he lets his sister fall into the ice, and he's just like pulling his hand away.
Because the whole premise is, isn't he kind of like jealous? He wants his mom to himself.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that's kind of the thing.
You think he wants to fuck his mom? Do
you think that's the Oedipus complex? Yeah. Do you think Do you think you'd find a lot of kids kind of on his level mentally? Because, he talks. I don't know. Like, could you find a kid that would be that capable of being that big of a sociopath the way an adult could be? Because he talks so, I don't know, intellectually in a creepy way. And he's obviously got a pretty big I can't fucking speak today, man. Vocabulary and
dialect.
He's awfully, I don't know.
Oh, the game.
He's really manipulative for a little kid, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if those kids really exist. It's like the fucking kid from The Ring.
I think they like did some research. I guess that's kind of a common thing for like serial killers is that they had really good vocabularies when they were little and stuff.
Interesting. But Macaulay was always like that because he was like, and you remember in Uncle Buck how fucking good his vocabulary was? He was a witty motherfucker in Uncle Buck.
Well, it's people writing a script for him.
Yeah.
Adults
we gotta do Uncle Buck sometime.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
let him go.
That's another thing to tell if your kid's a serial killer or going to be a serial killer is if they wet the bed really late in life.
What's the deal there?
I don't know.
He's got the not giving a fuck gene.
I don't know.
And that's that kind of guy is prone to kill some people.
Why do you run away and then just stand there?
Yeah, it's dumb. I ran away from home one time. Did you?
Oh yeah.
I ran away from home one time, but I was just trying to make a statement. It was a reach out for help. But I did it when I was really young. I did it like when I was like elementary school. I was mad at my mom for something. I don't even remember what it was. And I threatened and told her I was going to run away. And then I went outside like I was running away, and then I circled back around the house and just entered through the back door. And then I hid.
Exactly what I did, dude.
And then I hid in the living area, like behind some chairs and a book study, and I just stayed there all day. It probably felt like all day now, but it was probably really just like an hour. And I stayed. And so I was in a spot where I could kind of see what was going on in the house, but they couldn't see me. And I just wanted her to feel like I ran away, and I wanted her to suffer.
Yeah, I was mad at my mom for something too, and I got my backpack and just filled it with my Goosebump movies.
And a snack pack?
The clamshell VHSs. That's it. And I went like outside and we had a fence around the house, and I just walked back and forth between the.
Do you think you could trade those Goosebump books for rock, dude, on the street?
Yeah, when I came back, that's how young I was. I was just stupid. Like I thought I was going to take those movies and all I need is my movies, and I'll watch these. Keep me busy.
On what?
I don't know. But yeah, my mom, like, she saw me just walking back and forth. And then she's like, I'm sorry for whatever I did. And then I'm like, okay. And then I came in and emptied the bag, and she just started laughing like, what were you going to watch those on? And I was like, I didn't even think about it.
I think mine was a little more drawn out than that. Like, because I was kind of watching everything, and I was stubborn. Like I was staying hidden for a little while. And then whenever it is I came out, of course I felt bad that I did that to my mom. My mom was crying, and she hugged me, and she was sorry. And, she like literally thought I ran away.
Yeah.
So that was pretty bad.
So if it was me, my mom would have known I was in the house watching and just played it off like she didn't know.
You probably did the same thing I did, came back around, came inside, except you hid in your mom's bathroom and watched her shower or something.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
We just saw the introduction to this little monster.
I know, man, and he was wearing a mask like he was in the movie The Strangers or something.
It's paper mache. He's like little Michael.
Speaking of Michael, I wonder how many times Michael Jackson jerked off to this movie. I wonder how many times he paused it on frames where both Elijah and Macaulay were in the same scene. He just wanked it.
I meant little Michael Myers from the remake.
I know what you meant, but it reminded me of Michael Jackson. He is like a little Michael Myers. Dude, they all got fucking lobsters themselves. They all got a whole lobster. And I don't know, man. Like, you think those little kids can eat that fucking lobster? They don't need anything to crack the claws, or
I wouldn't even tried it.
I wouldn't even try it. That little girl looks like Macaulay. Is she related to her? Is that one of his siblings?
I think that is his sister, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me jumping to conclusions. Macaulay's got the fucking cracking down. He's got a nutcracker.
I'd fuck the mom.
And of course, that's another Charlie, unrelated to Charlie from Mighty Ducks. That's Charlie's mom on the Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Still rocking the butch cut.
I'd fuck her.
I know, you'd fuck her.
I'd fuck her hard.
Mm-hmm.
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
I'd fuck me.
I am looking. I want to see if the sister is his real sister in real life, because she kind of looks like a
I just said she was, man. Am I cutting out again?
A little bit.
Check. What the fudge?
I can hear you now, man. Fuck. Last time we had our commentary, it was when we were doing, what was the last movie we did? Oh, They Live. Zach's fucking mic was cutting out like the whole time, kind of intermittently. And there's always annoying moments in the podcast where I'm like, I can't hear Zach. I can't hear you. And then, of course, in post, it shows up for you guys. You guys can hear it, but I can't. And I sound like a fucking idiot. Because he's like, you're saying something. And I'm like, Zach, I can't hear you. And you keep saying it. And you keep saying it. You keep saying it. And I sound like a fucking idiot. It's dumb. But it's funny, though. I can understand why you left it in.
I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but whenever, like, on Audacity, the program we record with, like, it's showing the microphone thing adjusting as I talk when I don't remember it ever doing that before.
Interesting. Well, we'll make do. Oh, that is his real life sister, Quinn Culkin.
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
That's okay. Fuck. So that's part of the portion that got cut out. He cut out. See, I'm going to sound like an idiot on this podcast, but I'm telling you guys, you gotta believe. I can't hear him. It's going to sound like he said it the whole time in post, but here live, I can't hear what he's saying. You gotta believe me. Reminds me of Black Sheep, you know. Mm-hmm. I didn't do it. You gotta believe me. Farley. I love that place.
Did you ever see that? Yeah. You ever see that video of Chris Christie's brother challenging him to a sumo wrestling fight?
Challenging who? Chris Christie?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I remember seeing it years ago and thinking, dude, this is what Black Sheep was based on.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I wonder if, like, when Michael Jackson was watching this movie up alone in his bedroom, first of all, I guarantee you he had, like, Kleenexes scrunched up around him in his bed when he's watching it, for cleaning up purposes down there. But I wonder how many times in the middle of him jerking off his vitiligo penis, when the little girl, Quinn Culkin, walked on frame and he got soft and he's like, fuck, and he had to fast forward to where it was just the two boys.
Or the mom. He's like, oh yeah, that hair.
No, he's like, oh, she's not a boy. I can't do it. Dude, he didn't like women. He didn't like even little girls. He liked little boys. He's a weirdo.
He loved that cocks.
Hit me.
I've been the last couple months, I've been slowly reading the book 120 Days of Sodom.
Oh yeah, I've never read it.
And it's kind of like, it's hard to get into reading it.
What? Tell me about it. Tell us all about it.
I saw the movie Salo. You ever hear of that?
No.
Well, it's the movie where they, all the adults, have a bunch of kids held captive and they make them eat shit and stuff.
Oh, sounds exquisite.
In the book, there's a bunch of child sex going on. It's
between the children or adults?
Between the adults and the children. So it's oh man.
The fuck? Why are you reading this shit, man? That's disturbing.
I started it, so I got to finish it.
Oh my god. I bet you say that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible. Who wrote that shit?
I forgot his name.
Man, I'd be so
Skipping
scared to
my
climb something
mind.
like that. Like they're just being held by like a nail or two, right?
It's Marquise de Sade. Is that his name?
Marquise de Sodomy.
Yeah.
But like, look at those.
exactly.
Look at they're climbing up that tree ladder. You really think their mom approves of that? I wouldn't let my kid climb that shit. Look
It's
at
a
that.
clubhouse, man.
I know, but
What the fuck you doing trying to steal boxes for? Think you trying to build a clubhouse?
what you trying to do? Build a clubhouse?
You know what? That'd be funny if, like, I was thinking about this the other day. If, like, whenever they made this Last Friday movie and they get Smokey and everybody back, they should tack on, like, an after credit scene or something where you find out that it really was Ice Cube stealing those fucking boxes.
They ain't catch me stealing nothing.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny if they kind of came back to that all these years later. Fucking
Like
22 years later.
He goes into a secret room in his house and there's just a shitload of boxes and he
That'd
is
be a
building a
funny-
clubhouse in his house.
That'd be a funny Easter egg. Which by the way, hold on, this scene's intense, man.
If I let you go,
Do you think he could really hold him like that? I just don't think kids are that strong.
Probably not. It'd probably just pull him off.
Do you think you could fly? Anyway, see, they've been talking about, I know they were talking about that Friday movie a little bit a while ago, and then it kind of quieted down. I remember at first it was kind of like, oh yeah, we're doing it next Friday. We're writing it for Tucker and he wants to do it. Then I heard that, okay, we're still making it. Tucker's kind of on the fence. He's kind of keeping us from doing it.
Yeah.
Then I kind of heard, well, I'm writing it. I got Tucker involved in it. I'm writing it script wise. If he wants to do it, great. If he doesn't, we're still going to do it. And then it just kind of went quiet for a long
Here's
time.
how you can make sure Tucker does it. Last Friday, Rush Hour 4.
Get Jackie Chan in there somehow. But
Yeah.
see, I just don't think. You think this was where Billy Joel got his inspiration for his album Glass Houses?
Maybe.
No, that came before. Look at that. Obviously. I don't understand this scene. Is this like
Just kids
Is
being assholes.
is this Elijah Wood sort of like getting a taste of the dark side, the rebellion?
Maybe.
He
I
thinks
remember,
like, oh, this is the extent of it, but he finds out just how deep it really goes with Macaulay.
I remember when I was a kid, like my dad had some like bikes in the backyard that he was fixing up, motorcycles, and my cousin comes and he gives me like he's always getting into trouble, you know. But like when he was there, I got into it too, and like he had the stick and he was like swinging it at the bikes, he was aiming to like knock off the like something on it. Like a little logo thing on the front of it or something. And he gives it to me and he's like, yeah, try to hit that. And I slip and I just bust out the front light. And then after like one of them was busted, it's like, let's just break them all. That was fun. So we break all the lights on it, on all the bikes. And then my dad's like, did you break those lights? Why the fuck did you do that?
It's like it's almost like he was kind of persuading you, like Freddy did. Feels good, doesn't it? And like Freddy's dead. Put it on. Break them all.
Oh yeah, I remember this scene. He looks so fucking hilarious.
Nah, he looks fucking badass, dude. Kids that smoke makes them look fucking cool as shit. All you kids out there, take note.
Why do people wear the gloves with the fingers cut off?
He fucking, Harry and the Sticky Bandits fucking left a bad impression on him. I like to think this is canon with the Home Alone universe. And, after he got a taste of being a bit of a rebel in New York City and he really did some damage to those crooks, man. He got a taste for the blood and he realized he was fighting for the wrong team the whole time.
And then he got his parents mad and they put him up for adoption. And then he got this family.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think Elijah Wood knew at this age that he had already peaked size-wise?
Did he never grow up out of, is he short?
Dude, he's fucking tiny. Elijah Wood?
I didn't know.
He's tiny, dude. I mean, he's not, he's fucking taller than that. He's like 10 years old, but he's a short dude. And I don't know what happened to him. He just kind of became fruity. Isn't he kind of a little fruity?
I don't know.
Try it. Be like Samara.
I think he got typecast for a while as the midget, the Hobbit, whatever.
This movie does a pretty good job of like keeping you on the edge of your seat, like scenes like this. Like, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna do anything at all? Is it just to mess with us? Okay. But is that the scene where he said the mom shit about like his mom?
No, it's later.
Oh, okay.
I remember like my videotape of The Lion King had a preview of this movie before it started.
The Lion King?
I think so.
No way.
Or maybe it was this movie had a trailer for The Lion King before it.
No way.
Yeah, I don't know.
They kind of put those trailers on particular movies for a reason, man. It's like
Yeah.
marketing. Like
is weird. It was something that I watched as a kid.
I remember I rented the shitty Pagemaster movie just so I could see the trailer that was advertised on the box for the Power Rangers movie coming out.
I like the Pagemaster.
That movie sucks. It's like the Cockmaster is what it should be called. It's horrible. But no, like they really pushed it. Like, see the Pagemaster, buy the Pagemaster, rent the Pagemaster, and we got it's got a trailer, the first trailer of the Power Rangers movie. And I remember my mom took me to the local video store. It's the same video store I brought up on this podcast a couple of times, like where, what's the Haunted Ween and shit like that, like I found and stuff. But I remember I wanted to rent that movie and I was trying to convince money was an object for us, obviously. And she's like, you don't really want to watch this. You just want me to rent this for the little trailer at the beginning. She knew I was obsessed with Power Rangers and it said it right on the box, stamped. And I was like, no, it looks awesome, Mom. I want to watch this. And I lied. And
I like that movie. Macaulay was sexy in it.
You got shitty taste.
I'd suck his dick. You didn't like Doc Brown as the librarian?
No, I thought he sucked and deserved to die in that movie. It was horrible.
Why? You so mean.
Mad Dog. Ruh, ruh, ruh. Mad Dog. Ruh, ruh.
And then he goes, I love that dog. Oh, the little fuck is lying.
Look at that shot, man.
Yeah, for some reason the mom hangs out on this little mountain for some reason.
I'd be scared, man. I got a heights thing. And that's just not big enough, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you feel like a little bit of vertigo?
I don't know. I don't really have a problem with heights.
I feel like if I feel like that's a small enough platform that if you tripped over a rock, you could roll and fall off. It's not very big.
Yeah.
I mean, wherever it is they live, it must cost a fortune. I mean, because that's quite the view,
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be a nervous wreck, like having kids or something, living somewhere like that. Because, like I said, they go out in the woods and get into some tomfoolery, and it's like you never know what could happen.
Well, that's where she ends up killing Macaulay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Little foreshadowing. She chooses so we find out all along Elijah Wood is the good son, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
They should have added scenes where like Macaulay and Elijah were like pulling out their dicks and comparing sizes and shit like kids do.
Okay. Wait, that we do?
I did as a kid.
You did? Did I ever tell you the story about the club that this neighborhood kid wanted to start when I was in elementary school?
I think you did on our yet to be released paranormal podcast.
Oh, did
I think he did, but refresh my memory. What
I'm
was
pretty
it?
sure because I was talking about that same town. Maybe. I like to think that paranormal podcast is going to be relatively serious, but no. So there was a kid. I lived in this little small town in Kentucky, and my grandfather had this. He had a pickup truck, and the little cover that covers the back of the pickup truck if you want to put it on.
Yeah, you could like lift it up during the winter and it'd be like, oh, it's not winter under here.
Yeah, why? He's finishing my story, folks. He knows what's coming. Fuck. But anyway, yeah, it was wintertime. Fuck you, Zach.
I really don't remember what the club was.
That's exactly what I was going to say next. He's heard this before, but my grandfather would keep it. He was literally in the side yard or whatever. And yeah, in the wintertime when all the snow would fall, we would go and lift it up and go underneath there. And it was like a greenhouse under there. Like, whoa, the grass is still green. It's under here. And it was really neat. So I remember me, my brothers, and a few of the neighborhood kids that were friends or whatever went underneath there. And we were like hanging out like we thought we were cool, like the fucking faggy Midnight Society, or something. And we'd be in a circle. And I remember this random kid that was in the grade of my older brother, and he was friends with him. He suggested we start a club. I'm like, all right, I guess for a second there, you're a kid and you're, it's an older kid talking. You're kind of biting for a moment. And he's like, and every club's got to have an initiation. We all got to show our penises. I'm like, pfft.
Okay.
I'm like, no, I'm out of here. I mean, you're never too young to know what gay is.
I didn't give a shit. I was like, let's compare sizes, man.
No, I fucking left, and I think my little brother did too. But my fucking older brother stayed, and he was taking out his fucking little Vienna sausage. I'm like, God, I don't know what happened that day after I left. I don't want to know.
What happens like whenever you find out who the biggest kid is? By the way, that'd be weird.
I don't think you give a shit in like the 4th and 5th grade.
Well, obviously you do. That's why they were doing it. You don't give a shit when you grow up.
I don't know, man. I remember this fucking kid's name was Ruben. I don't trust anybody's suggestions for a club initiation that is named after a sandwich.
Yeah, you said that on there too. You get that.
I said that.
Peek. Yeah, you're getting a sneak peek of an unaired podcast.
I said the sandwich joke too.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't know that. That's crazy. I guess I think alike with myself.
Mm-hmm.
I almost went into a little bit of fucking Ernest P. Worrell. My register, that's immediately what I made me think of. Come here, fella. I didn't say that.
What the fuck do you got against the Midnight Society all of a sudden? You keep calling them faggy.
I didn't order grease ball. Oh, I don't know.
The Midnight Society was the shit.
Because that must be what they do in Canada where that show was filmed. Because I imagine kids of that age that go into the woods on the weekend, like I said, are smoking pot and blowing each other. If my kid at that age, adolescent, was going out to the woods at midnight on the weekend, I would be a little concerned. And if they tried to tell me, no, you don't understand. No, I'd be like, you don't understand. We have a Midnight Society where we tell stories. I'd be like, okay, either you're gay or you're lying to me. And I hope you're lying to me because I know you're out there doing drugs.
That's all. I'd be a part of it. Like, I'd be telling a story, smoking some weed, fucking that blonde chick that was in there. I was thinking about buying the season. It's on Vudu. The whole series.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Just all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least the good ones?
I think it's the whole series. That's what I'd hope it would be.
Well, I mean, the show was only good for so long, like every show. Like after, there was the years where Tucker became the leader and the whole cast changed besides Tucker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like where it became like Saved by the Bell, the new class. Tucker was like the Screech.
I'd make him screech.
What a fucking asshole.
Not you, bitch. Back the fuck up.
Back the fuck up.
He's running away. He's like, yeah, shut up, cunt. That's terrible.
You laugh like that fucking Hanna-Barbera dog.
That's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah. Well, this movie's rated R, man. They should have let that rated R, out of the cage, and they should have just had him say it. He would have broke character. I mean, like that was the gimmick, wasn't it? To take this all America's sweetheart boy and make him bad to the bone, man. They should have had him throw the C word.
Look at Elijah's goofy ass hat. Did that just say quit playing with your dinghy?
Quit playing with your dinghy. Oh, man.
Yeah, he's a little asshole.
Does he do it? I can't remember. Does he shoot the dog?
I think so.
No.
And then he tries to pretend like he didn't mean to or something.
It just went off. And he's a fucking good shot. It
showed him like setting it up earlier. And remember, it showed a cat and he shot at a cat and he missed it. Elijah's like, don't hit it, just scare it. And he missed it. But then, like, after Elijah left, he's like, the sight's still a little off.
Yeah, he's so fucking professional, and he's a serial killer in the making. It's a pretty cool premise, though. It's kind of like, hey, let's write this movie with this kid. It's kind of like the story of a serial killer before he becomes a full-fledged serial killer when he's a kid. Like what that fucked up kid's like when he's a kid,
Mm-hmm.
Because this is, he's killing animals. I mean, technically he killed the baby via crib death, and he's attempted to kill a few people in this movie, but
we don't know that yet.
Oh, no. That dog's going to be all possessed. He's going to come like the Samara dog. He's going to be like the Ring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's going to have long hair covering his face.
Hey, Mark, where's your sense of humor?
Sword fight. So look, he's like crazy and shit, but he still plays with swords.
Ugh.
You think Elijah Wood has a nice cock?
The setting of this movie, I'm going to ignore all your pedophilia jokes. I'm just kidding. Let him fly. I was going to say, isn't the scenery in this movie kind of like the setting remind you of Goosebumps Ghost Beach?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because it's like Ghost Beach, I think, took place up in the Northeast. And now, like, wait,
we're going full circle. We're talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark and then Goosebumps.
I liked Ghost Beach, man. I remember we read Ghost Beach as a fourth grade class story time. I was like, don't we need a note for this? Don't we need parental permission for you to read us this material? my grandmother.
This is hardcore shit.
I know my grandmother at the time, she would have been like, this is demonic. She was one of those, she's really religious, very old school. Oh, dude, she is. Like, we weren't allowed to watch Ren and Stimpy. We had to sneak stuff like that. I remember, I remember when my little brothers, they're younger than me, obviously little brothers, when The Phantom Menace came out, my little brother was probably 7 years old, and he was all about action figures. And I remember my grandmother took him to like a Target or some store, and he really wanted the Darth Maul figure, and he brought it to her, and she goes, Satan.
Because put her fingers together as a cross.
Well, see, it was so funny because with her, we weren't allowed to have the bad guy action figures. So you could have Batman, but no Joker, right?
Hmm.
So you had to do a lot of Batman and Robin fighting each other. You couldn't have any of the villains because that was evil.
That picture of the little baby is Macaulay's littler brother too.
Oh yeah,
that was in Signs. Signs everywhere. Signs.
Those Culkins are like cockroaches, man, and breed like crazy. Was it Kieran?
Probably. He's thinking about the end. This is actually pretty funny.
That looking fucking doll, man. That looks like those. Remember that Russian serial killer?
It looks like Wilson from Home Improvement. Howdy ho, neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
You think that was him? This is his cameo in the movie?
He'd be dead now, man. He'd be dead.
By this time?
No, he wasn't this time. He's dead now. Earl Hinman, rest in peace. It's my homie.
This reminds me of something me and my cousin would do if we had the stuff to do it. Which is crazy. Looking back. But back then we would have probably. We did stuff that if I said it here on a recording and somebody the wrong person heard it, we could probably get in trouble for like some of the stuff we did.
What are you talking about? Why would we get in trouble?
Me and him could probably get in trouble.
Like what? Give us an example.
I can't.
Like what do you think would get you in trouble on the Mac and Zach? You guys say a lot of fucked up stuff, but
destroying property.
Oh yeah.
We were stupid little kids, man.
To me, this is the most fucked up thing he does. This is insane. Look at him. Isn't he selling it a little too fucking much?
Oh,
He's literally doing the yow eyebrows from Home Alone. He really likes that. This is the funniest
scene in the movie, I think.
You know what that dummy looked like? It looked like the dummy. The eyes, boys, light up the eyes. It looked like the light up the eyes dummy from Three Ninjas. Dude, any casualties, I wonder?
Probably.
He would have been totally fine not knowing if he killed anybody that day.
Yeah.
Just he would have gone his whole life. Like even if you were like a little kid and didn't know any better and you just repressed that, you'd like grow up thinking, man, I wonder if anybody fucking died. Wouldn't that be fucked up?
Yeah.
What would you do if you could never find out if you killed somebody that day?
He probably would. He'll probably read in the paper or something the next day.
Oh, you think he would? You think the kid would? The mom might, but it's not like she's going to tell your little kid. She's not going to assume you had anything to do with it.
She might say it out loud at the dinner table or something.
Yeah, but she also might not.
Yeah.
Man, remember those like little tunnels when you were a kid? You'd go in there and I don't know. I think a lot of gay hobos had sex in those tunnels.
That was my first sexual experience, was with a gay hobo in one of those.
Oh man, he had a dirty dick. Sick.
Oh yeah. I've never
that's fucked up.
I never ate a dick and wanted to throw up at the same time from the smell of it. Until that day.
He's like, I eventually acquired a taste for it. It just took some time.
You think anybody listens to this thinking, oh man, Zach's serious, man. He ain't joking. He's telling real life experiences.
He's trying to cover his tracks, everybody. Now he's trying to backpedal. You know, there ain't no breaking character with Zach. Some of it's real. Maybe all of it's real. Dude, he's fucked up, man. Like, you know, him making him think, what he's like, yeah, I didn't know you were going to do that. Yeah, I did with your help. Whoa. Way to fuck with the kid's head, man. Cliche watching the family through the window.
He should have just went right home and told, oh, they're seeing it.
Did your fucking audio go out again, man? Knuckle.
Oh, nobody was seriously injured. Did you hear that?
I can hear you now.
Oh, I was just saying, they're watching on the TV.
Yeah.
It said no one was seriously injured, so he knows.
You don't see the fucking dad very much. That's something I notice. Like, I kind of keep forgetting he's there. I kind of keep forgetting he exists.
Is he? His dad? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Look at his lips. They could just fit on your cock perfectly.
I used to do. Remember when your brothers and sisters would do that shit? Like they'd, hey, Dad, Zach has something he wants to tell you right away.
Yeah. And then you beat the shit out of him. Or they do it with the girl at school. Like, oh, yeah, you think she cute? Yeah, she pretty cute. Hey, Zach thinks she cute, man.
Dude, man, there was this fucking teacher we had, and he was trying to do like an experiment. I mean, we were like young, like fucking 5th grade or something like that, 6th grade, I don't know. And he's like, we're going to do an experiment. I want you guys to all write on a piece of paper your crush. And of course, everybody's like, he's like, these are anonymous. He's like, we're going to do a social test experiment. We're all little kids. He's like, just write them on a piece of paper and your secret's safe. Just, we're doing an experiment, and come over here and put them in the box. Put your name on the top and put your crush on the bottom. And then the fuckers read them aloud in front of the whole class.
Why? I figured
because they're fucking assholes.
I figured, what was he thinking, that you were gonna write your own name or something?
No, well, he was really convincing. Like, no, no one's gonna see anything. Just write it down. And we had to, don't be silly. Don't write your own name. Don't write, Ronald McDonald. Just do whatever. And the fuckers fucking read it. It was like the first day of class, by the way.
Why'd they do that? How is that an experiment?
I have no idea what it was, because they did it. This is the first day of class, so we didn't know them. They just were introducing themselves, and then it turned out we had 2 teachers in this class. They were a couple of fucking jokers. They were just jokers all the time. They thought it was funny, and then like they had my name, and I want to say, and they had my name, and then when they pulled your card, they also wanted you to stand up and tell a little bit about yourself, and then but they weren't gonna say what you wrote on the paper, like. So I stood up, and you had to stand in front of the class. They wanted to make sure the humiliation was fucking legit, right? Standing up in front of everybody, and introduce yourself. Yeah, okay. Tell us a little about yourself. What do you like? Okay, now, and they kind of gave you a choice, like, and so you don't want us to tell us who's on this paper, right? I was like, oh no, that's okay. He's like, okay, we won't tell everybody it's Becky. Like, you fucking asshole!
What
you
the
fucking
fuck?
asshole! Yeah, or whatever, right?
What grade was that?
5th or 6th.
Oh.
5th grade? I don't know. Still, they were fucking dicks, man. Like, way to totally establish the student-teacher trust here,
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not going to come after class and talk to you about anything.
Did it happen to you first, since your name's Aaron?
It did.
It
did.
Ha ha ha.
I know.
I was
fucked
always
up?
last.
Yeah.
Dude, me in 5th grade was pretty funny. Like, back in 5th grade, that's when I gave, like, the least amount of shit. I used to sleep in class and stuff. I used to be sleeping, and my face would fall and hit the desk, and then everybody'd be laughing, and then the teachers get pissed, be like, just ignore them. It's like, I didn't even do anything. I didn't mean anything.
What's the...
Probably why I got held back in 5th grade.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You fucking stupid.
I beat Bobby Boulders.
Who gets held back in elementary school? Back in elementary school and like middle school, pretty much anything pre-high school, they would advance you to the next grade if they really thought
That's
you
what
should be
I
held
thought.
back.
That's what I thought too. They do that shit, man.
But no. So at least in my district, what they would do is they might suggest it if you're really bad, but your parents had to ultimately agree to it, right?
I think my mom did.
Okay, so that's kind of the way. The worst experience I ever had at school with like a teacher was, I was a really great kid. I was a real nice kid. And I don't know if I've told this story or not before, but I want to say freshman in high school. No, 8th grade. 8th grade, so middle school. And I had in 8th grade, we had to take a computer class, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was in the year 19...
Another class I didn't give a shit about.
Yeah. This was in the year... Gosh, let me think. 1999. No, it was in the year of Significant Other. So Limp Bizkit was all the rage, and Korn Issues. So yeah, it was like 1999, 2000, something like that. And we had to take this computer class. And back in 1999, 2000, kids had computers and the internet, but not like every kid,
Yeah.
It wasn't like as prevalent as it was today, but it was kind of starting to become, it was back when people still had dial up and it took all day to download a song, I guess. But so we never had a computer growing up ever. So, but I kind of went to a district where there was a lot of well-off kids. Like I wasn't well off and my neighborhood wasn't well off, but you know what I'm saying? But we had a lot of subdivisions that were well off. So yeah, I'd be in this class and I was literally like the only kid that didn't come from upper middle class household that had internet and the whole 9 yards and all that stuff. So these kids were they were with it. They were on top of the technology. They had a computer. They were all fast typers. They knew about the internet. They knew about this stuff. And our project in this class was to build a web page. Looking back on it now, it was very basic. The requirements were pretty simple. You build a homepage, explain your product. You need to have so many different pages attached to it. You need to create so many hyperlinks, whatever, right?
Oh, it's like a porno site.
No. I don't even remember what it was for. But anyway, the day came, we worked on it for I don't know how long, and I struggled with it, man. This was just not my forte. And the kids around me would just, man, they fucking knew what was up. They were little brainiacs with computers and stuff. They had the advantage and they were having a great time. I was struggling. And anyway, when the day came to do our presentations, they put on the projector and we had to sit there and go up in the front of the class and walk everybody through our website on the projector. And it was one of those things where I kept pushing myself off. I wasn't volunteering to go in, I was going to wait till somebody fucking made me go, right? And I'd watch everybody go first and things, and they'd blow me away. They'd have these fucking, because it also had to have so many words, so many things. It had like these different requirements, and everybody would go up and they'd have these great websites, and I was feeling more and more intimidated and self-conscious. And then anyway, the time comes for me to get up, and I'll never forget my teacher. His name was Mr. LaFond. He looked like a Bill Gates that just never fucking made it, right? Teaching 8th graders. But I go up there and my website, I got the project done, but man, it was just very skin and bones compared to everybody else. Like I kind of did the bare minimum. And it just, I struggled. I struggled to get what I did done. And I go up there and, everybody else's presentations were like fucking 4 or 5 minutes long going over everything. Right. Because everybody went the extra mile. And then I go up there and I think I was fucking done in like 30 seconds. Like I didn't have much and I was trying to stretch it out. And I was already nervous. I was clearly trembling and just nervous and I felt inferior. And after I was done, you know what that motherfucker says?
You're
in front of the whole class?
Bitch.
No, in front of the whole class, he goes, I'm just going to go out on a limb here and guess that you aren't on the honor roll. In front of the whole fucking class. And I'm standing and he fucking humiliates me in front of the whole class. And I didn't have the balls then that I do now. I was a really shy kid. Didn't speak unless spoken to. I was super nice. Like I never acted up. Like that's not how you treat me, man. Like you fucking failed as a teacher. You fucking failed as a teacher, motherfucker. And this fucker humiliated me. And I wish, that's one of those things that I wish I could go back in time if I had a DeLorean and go back. And if knowing now what I do now, and can go back, I wish I could go back to that moment now and inhabit my old fucking 13-year-old, 12-year-old body and fucking light that guy up.
Oh, dude, if I was in that class, I would have laughed. You just heard my reaction.
It was so humiliating. And I remember, man, I remember when I eventually did tell my mom. I don't know if I told her that day or whatever. Of course, she was fucking pissed. Like, she wanted his fucking job, right? But, nothing ever came from it. But now I think I told her a little late. I didn't tell her right away. I was humiliated. I ended up telling her like later, like after the next year, like when it was too late. And, dude, but I didn't realize just how big of a deal that is. Now that I think about it, I was humiliated and I just let myself be humiliated. But now it's like, dude, I should have never fucking stood for that shit. Ever.
Just deal with it, you little bitch.
No, man. Humiliated me, man. And the fucking worst part, the worst part
like
about
teacher. Go ahead.
The worst part about what he fucking said was that he was right.
You should have just said, I don't have the internet like these kids do, dude. But that reminds me of the teacher I had in 6th grade that, like, if I'd come in late with my buddies And he'd be like, "Where'd you go?" Or "Where were you? Why are you late?" Our go-to answer was always like, "Oh, we had to use the bathroom." So he'd say, "Why'd you take them with you? Did you need them to fucking shake it for you?" Or something like that.
That's funny.
That's worse than yours.
I don't.
It probably just seems worse whenever.
I don't think so. I don't know. This guy, that was a funny joke, man. That was kind of just a ribbing. Dude, he fucking insulted me. He wasn't making a fucking joke. He fucking, because there's like I'm up there talking, obviously nervous, obviously shy, obviously having a hard time. And obviously I put in as much as I could. And and there was obviously, when I finished, there was a huge gap, a huge pause, silence. Right? And then this fucker says that. So it's like, it was about as bad as you can fucking imagine. Like,
I'm imagining it being pretty funny.
No. I mean, if I were to write a comedy, I would totally fucking write that in a scene. Like, because it would be funny if it's like fiction, right? But like,
it's only funny if it's not happening to you.
It was. I don't want it to happen to any kid, man. Like, that's fucking bullshit.
I was the opposite in school, dude. I hated everyone and everything. You were a good kid.
I was a good kid, man. Oh, man, I'm getting flashbacks of Home Alone when he's going to sit there and slide on his knees underneath the cop's legs.
Oh, yeah.
Jimmy,
it's funny, though, by the time I was like, whenever I got held back, and then by the time, like, after that, it was all different. And I could, like, play the teachers in my hand like a fiddle. Like you were saying in, like, computer class. In computer class, when I was there, I did nothing and still passed. I don't know how. I just, like, got on the teacher's good side for somehow. It's weird. That's why I can't type for shit.
Oh, you still can't?
Mm-hmm.
I'm all right. I think I'm adequate. Like I'm a fast enough typer to work office jobs, but I kind of developed that myself. I'm not like, I don't type the way they taught you, right? In typing class, I just kind of like peck, but I'm a pretty quick pecker, I guess, for what I do.
That's what I do. I look down at the keyboard. Can you do it without looking?
No.
Yeah.
Some of it. I'd say it's like 50% of the time. Sometimes I got to look down, but then I see a starting point maybe.
Maybe I'm decent enough too then. Oh, here's the scene. Look at her. She stands there like an idiot. I'd let her drown too. Oh, little Macaulay, you gonna save the day? Look, I like how he just pulls his hand away. He doesn't hide it at all. He's just like, eh. How do the people watch and not notice that he's pulling his hand away and not grabbing her hand?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. Look at him. Look at like he's really trying. Look at him.
Look at his face.
Why are they like, stand back? The professional's doing it.
Yeah.
Like, the professional's got her. Like, why aren't the adults or anybody? Is there any adults there?
Yeah, there's plenty.
And they're just fucking letting this kid handle it. Like, he's got it, everybody.
Look at him pulling out he's got his stiff arm out. It's okay. Now they go. That'd be funny if they accidentally, like, got her in the head with that axe, trying to save her.
I know, they don't give a fuck, man.
Look at him, he's pissed. What a little prick.
I wonder how they faked this and they had her in that ice cold water. Or is that like fake?
It's probably a set or something. It's probably just like the insert shots of her in there were on a set. The rest was probably nobody really in the ice.
Why you gotta fucking crush my dreams, man?
You wanted to think it was real?
I wanted her to just be slipping to hypothermia, man. Look at her blinking. How come kids can't keep their fucking eyes closed in scenes? Yeah,
I
they
don't
can't.
know. They do.
Like her
that,
eyes are
yeah.
like she's got rapid eye movements. You know, they're fluttering. She can barely. That's what you get, man. There's a lot of nepotism in Macaulay's movies. You know, I wonder if there's other people that are pissed, like Elijah Wood. Like, fuck that bitch, fuck that cunt. She didn't earn this. Why is she in this movie? It's just because it's Macaulay's sister. Y'all know you out here using the Lord to sell pussy on the street. What's that? It's like the only fucking funny part of the movie.
Probably one of them. That movie does stink, dude.
It fucking sucks. It's on Netflix too, and we've passed it a million times. Like, we ain't doing it.
That's the one movie on Netflix. Why?
Why do they have RoboCop 2 and 3 streaming, but not the first one? It's like, why do they don't have next Friday even? Like, I mean, it's just a Friday after next.
There comes a point where it's like, oh man, we can't get the rights to that movie. Just leave the other ones alone then. We don't need those.
No, it's a waste of space, man. It's costing them money. Use that money to go towards a better, more expensive movie. You know, for every 3 shitty movies, man, that's okay. I'll take one okay one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's trying to convince her. She just can't. She just refuses to see the truth. He's trying to convince her that he's bad news.
And she don't want to believe that shit. She smacks that little bitch.
Fuck yeah. So why is it okay to slap a kid for a movie?
Because they're little kids. Fuck them.
But I'm saying, like, in real life that would have been like
grab a kid,
maybe not back
choke
then.
Him, and I kick the shit out of them.
Oh, that on foot up a dog's ass.
Foot up a kid's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up their ass. Macaulay.
It's my pleasure.
He's gonna kill her in her sleep. He's still got those gloves on. What if he just started choking her? I'm really thinking about fucking his mom. Are you there, dude?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm in the zone, dude. Just because I don't laugh at every sodomy joke you make about fucking somebody's mother.
The way you answered that was hilarious. Yeah, I'm here, man.
That's Versace you stepping on.
Until yesterday, I realized how much you meant to me. I know. Henry, your mom? Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind, bitch.
She looks way better with long hair. She had that in like Santa Claus too.
Oh, she looked good.
That would have made it interesting. He could have been trying to get it on with his mom.
Hell yeah.
I'm really thinking about fucking his mom.
Wearing his lucha mask behind a fucking dumpster. Look at that big old Zach Morris phone.
Oh, man.
So why doesn't his dad take it seriously?
Let's see.
Like, oh, you're just being silly. Kids do crazy things. Or maybe he does, and from this phone call onward, everything else kind of escalates, you know, before he can really do anything.
I think that's how it works, yeah. Yeah, he has this, like, doctor he talks to out of nowhere. Like, it's showed him with her a couple times. Like, what are the odds? Like, he's going to stay at his at his family's house while his dad does something, and it's like, oh, just so happens that there's also this doctor you could talk to there.
It's weird, man. I think, actually, I take it back, man. I think this is in the same universe as My Girl, and it turns out that that little pussy Thomas leads a secret life. Like that was all a front, man. The glasses, the inhaler.
He was trying to fuck Veda, dude.
Oh, Veda. What the kind of fucking name is that?
Wasn't that her name?
Yeah, Veda. It's like
I'm gonna make her think I'm a little pussy bitch and get that pussy.
It's how a New Yorker would say Vader. Like, if this movie was truly 90s, they should have given Elijah Wood a Mighty Ducks jacket, Mighty Ducks coat. Remember all the kids had the Mighty Ducks coats?
Mm-hmm.
And we weren't even fans of the team. It was just because it looked like the movie.
Mm-hmm. Was there a real team?
Yeah. They based the team around
that.
the movie. Like the team came out after the movie, the real NHL team.
Why'd they do that?
I don't know much about hockey, man, but I think they're still around.
Well,
and they had the same logo. Like they had the same jerseys that they wore in the second movie.
So the movie manufactured a team?
Yeah, man. Disney's powerful, dude. They got some pull, bro.
Why don't bands do that? Like, why didn't we get a real Wild Stallions?
Or a Lone Rangers? Well, there was a Lone Ranger song on the soundtrack. Johnny not raid, Johnny can't ride. Kids just young and just dead. Degenerated. Dude, he fucking sucks at singing. Why did they let Chaz sing in the band? He sucks.
Wasn't really him singing on the song.
It sounded like him, dude. It sounded like fucking Brendan Fraser trying to sing.
Johnny don't care about the world.
He just wants to do his girl. Whatever does he fucking say? As long as he can do his girl.
We should do that movie.
It's crazy, man. I like that white. I know we should. I like that White Zombie song, "Feed the Gods."
Did you hear what he just said?
What'd he say, man?
This is where he does it. He says, "Oh, she's my mom now," and he said, "Your mom's maggot food." What a little asshole! What a little fuck,
dude. He should be on Mac and Zach, dude. He should.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
He was saving it, dude.
What a little prick.
He was saving it. Looks like a big.
I would have beat the shit out of him if he said that.
It's fucking horrible. Maggot food?
I would have thrown him off that fucking treehouse.
That's insensitive even for a kid, dude. That's insensitive even for a kid.
Your mom's maggot food.
That's like, that's almost as bad as Clyde making fun of Jeff's mom in fucking Pet Sematary 2.
What'd he say again? I forgot.
It's in his first day of school when he was by his locker. Locker. What the fuck is a liker? And he was saying something. He was saying something like, he was kind of describing the scene like, yeah, I heard it was real gross. You know, like, what, remember? Remember that?
Dude. I don't know. Your delivery is like awesome tonight.
Like,
I don't know, it's real gross.
Path, Jeff. Just beyond that trail.
Just over there.
Yeah, just over there. Hey, Jeff. He's like, what'd he say? You ever see a cat run before? What'd he say?
I forgot.
Yeah, you ever see a cat run before?
The last time I watched that was when we did the commentary.
No, that's what he says. He goes, hey, Jeff. He's like, let me see your kitty. I promise to be real careful. and he gives it to him. He's like, hey, Jeff. You ever seen a cat run before? Yeah. No. I mean, really run? Like this? Oh, shit. And he runs, he chases him with his bike.
You think if he was being that obvious, like nefarious, he wouldn't have let him have it like, oh, can I see your cat? Like, oh yeah, he seems really interested to see my cat. He isn't going to do anything weird. What the fuck is Elijah doing?
He's like doing the fucking Selena Kyle. Like, remember Selena Kyle in Batman Returns is shoving all her stuffed animals down the food processor with a fucking knife and jamming it down there?
Fuck these animals. Oh yeah, Macaulay like hinted that he might have poisoned the food or something. Like he's trying to make him look crazy.
Yeah, I mean, he's a genius. Macaulay's a fucking manipulative asshole.
I'd Macaulay his Culkin.
I'm glad he fucking died, man. I mean, he could have wreaked some serious havoc. He probably would have become the Joker, like Heath Ledger Joker. You know, that's probably who Heath Ledger Joker is. Because in that fucking movie, it's like a big mystery. Nobody knows his real identity. I'm guessing what happened was he survived the fall off that cliff. He survived. Yeah. And then instead of going home, he just played dead, and he washed ashore, and that's how he got those scars on his face. And then he became the Joker, and the rest is history. Dude, honestly, Macaulay Culkin looks fucked up.
He's no Katy Perry.
What?
He's no Katy Perry.
All right, Corey G, get the fuck.
He's got the same haircut though.
I think he would. Can you imagine Macaulay Culkin right now playing the Joker? He's got fucking Joker lips already. He doesn't need any lipstick.
I said that earlier.
You did?
Yeah. No, I said he's got nice lips that could just slide right up and down your cock, but you didn't hear it unless it cut out. Oh, dude, he's got the Jason Shack. Did you watch our Friday the 13th gameplay?
Not as of yet.
You should check it out. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Jason's got his shack in the match. And like if you're playing as a camp counselor, you can find it, sneak in there. And if you're a girl counselor, you can put his mom's sweater on. That's actually how you kill Jason. You gotta like
manipulate him.
Yeah, you got basically during the match, if you find a certain cabin with a CB radio, you can call Tommy Jarvis. And Tommy Jarvis shows up. It's the Tom Matthews Tommy Jarvis, part 6. He shows up and like basically like if you have a camp counselor that's dead, and then Tommy shows up, it's basically like reviving one of your down teammates. So
interesting.
So one of them gets to play Tommy. And to kill Jason, you have to have Tommy. You have to have a girl. You have to like beat the shit out of Jason until his mask falls off. And once his mask is off, you can basically kill him as long as you had Tommy Jarvis and a girl. You got to get the girl to put on the mask and the mom's sweater and go up to him and press like, triangle to stun him. And then Tommy Jarvis has to slash the shit out of him with his machete like in the movie. There's some cool references in there.
Uh-oh. This mom, man, Curiosity killed the cat. She's doing some detective work.
You found the rubber ducky? Yeah, I took it. I love my little brother. I wanted something to remember him by. That was easy to explain away.
Uh-oh. Getting a little peek into his psyche. His MO.
He don't like how they took his rubber ducky. That little bitch should get his own rubber ducky. Why do you need mine? I'm assuming it was probably his little sisters too before it was the littler kids.
What?
He said it was that rubber ducky was his before it was his little brother.
I know, that's what he said. That's why I said appear into his psyche. He's like,
yeah, but
before it was his.
I said I'm sure it was probably the little sisters too. Did he just get to keep it?
He scared me for a fucking second there.
Or wait, is the little sister not the little sister? Is she older than him? Fuck you. I know I'm like cutting out and you don't know what I'm saying, but fuck you.
I didn't. You did cut out. I didn't hear anything. All I heard was you say "fuck you." Fuck you, Knuckle. That's what it sounds like to me. Is I hear nothing. It's just like dead space, and I hear "fuck you." Like,
what is happening? Why is that happening, though?
I don't know, man. Your shit's fucked up, man. Whenever Mitchell got rid of his bad problems. He passed them on to you. Your technical problems.
Probably. Little bitch.
I just want this little punk ass Buster to get killed already. I can't wait to watch him. When he gets dropped off the cliff, is it just like Turtles 3 and Walker where he just kind of disappears into the water? Does it actually show a splash?
I don't
or hear a splash?
It's a kid, so it probably cuts away and just shows his body laying there.
Oh, I don't think it shows his body. I literally think he just drops and that's it. I think it's faking the tear.
I seem to remember a body. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, is it all like conjoined and fucked up? I hope so.
It's just a quick shot, if I remember right. I was all ready and excited to watch like Nightmare 4 or Friday 13th 8. And I was like, oh yeah, I know those movies. I watched them recently. I'm all ready. And then you're like, let's do this. And I haven't watched it forever.
Yeah, that's the way we like to operate. You know, Zach will be like, hey man, we got Friday 13th part 8 and we got Nightmare on Elm Street 4 in the box. I'm like, no, fuck that. We're doing The Good Son. I'm like, okay. Doing a little Macaulay.
I'm kind of glad though, because now we can, because we put him in there because we knew River wanted to do him too. So now we can do it when River's here too.
Yeah, we got it, man. Some movies are just best with him. Yeah, fucking kill him. Cut his ass. He knows exactly where to put that fucking scissors, doesn't he? Like that looks pretty accurate. Like, you know, you think a kid would just like have it anywhere in his neck, and he just got it right. The jugular.
What a little
Isn't that
prick.
perfect?
Elijah's stupid. He should have like been listening for him coming in.
I like how he says dad. He says it just like in Home Alone. Dad, could you come out and help me?
Dad,
could you come out and help me? Kind of sounds like he's saying dick. He's home alone.
He's used to saying that when he's hanging out with Michael.
That's fucked up, man.
Remember that video, black or white, where Macaulay shows up playing a guitar or whatever?
No, it's like George Wentz telling him to turn that music off. You know, he's listening to the Michael Jackson upstairs. And then there's the scenes where they're in the street sitting on the doorsteps or whatever. And they're like sitting down at MJ and all the other kids.
Imagine being like a fly on the wall, listening to like, oh, little Macaulay. Oh, little Macaulay's coming over. Oh, yeah.
Gotta get the place prepared for Macaulay.
And he just wipes off the bed.
He's dusting off the bed. Fuck. He probably, man, I fathom. I don't want to think about all the fucking different shit he had in his side dresser drawer next to his bed, like the KY and probably some anal beads and shit.
I assume it probably didn't happen since Macaulay hasn't said anything.
He was just smart. He didn't do it to the celebrities, dude. Maybe he was just smart. He was a smooth criminal.
The Alien Ant Farm version was superior. Speaking of Friday the 13th, Corey Feldman hung out with him too, and he never said anything about it.
No, yeah. Like I said, Corey Feldman to this day admires Michael Jackson. Never, you know, he throws Joel Schumacher and people that molested him under the bus all the time, but Michael Jackson was innocent. I think.
Did he say Joel Schumacher did?
Yeah, that's kind of like it's kind of like the never proven, but it's kind of one of those industry things where that's gone around in the industry a lot, that he's a fucking kid fucker, pedophile.
I never heard that.
It's kind of gone around in the circles that he's molested. Like it's widely thought in those circles that he molested Brad Renfro on the set of The Client. And like, he's the reason Brad Renfro spun out into drugs and eventually killed himself. Like, he kind of, you know, fucked him up.
He's like Victor Salva.
What the fuck is that, man?
The guy that did Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, yeah. Fuck that guy. Fucking Clown House. Fuck that guy.
He filmed it, dude.
It's fucked up, man. Like, I can't believe they're in there, and that Jeepers Creepers 3 is coming out, by the way. It's fucking stupid.
If Scream Factory If Scream Factory ever puts out Clown House, they need to put that tape as a bonus.
It is out. I could have
That's
swore.
terrible. You missed what I said.
What? Oh, put
I
the
said
tape as a
they-
bonus feature? It's fucking dog shit, man. Anybody that I don't know who financed that guy. Why would you finance that guy's movies? It's absolutely disgusting.
I mean, yeah, crazy. I'm sure they probably make sure no kids are on any of his movies these days.
I'd much rather be dead. What a little drama queen bitch.
He's trying to get her to the crime
Edge.
scene.
He's trying to get her to the edge.
He's wearing that Freddy jacket. I want that jacket.
Freddy jacket. What?
It looked like one. Red and green.
Oh, fuck. That'd be the worst fall because that's definitely far enough to kill him, but it's close enough to where you can see the mangled body. Holy shit. God, it's fucked up. That is fucked up. I don't know why I know I've seen this movie before. That scared me still. Him just charging at her.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that. Does this remind you of, hey guys, check this out?
Elijah's like, ah! It's kind of a Freddy jacket. There's
Yeah,
plaid.
it is. This is like the Jimmy and Timmy fight, the South Park again, rolling around, these little guys. Fuck. Dude, that's so scary, man. And dude, she's a stud for climbing up that shit.
I don't know how she is. It looks pretty flat.
Yeah, it
Like,
does.
what's she
I don't know how
grabbing?
I don't know how she's doing it. I don't know what, man. How
She's
did
like
she find
Spider-Man?
How did she find the upper body strength to get up off of where she was? You know, I mean, I get adrenaline, will to survive, that type
It's
of
like
thing.
those
but
moms that lift a car up off their kid.
fuck. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine what's going through her head right now? Like, what the fuck just happened? Did my kid just fucking try to kill me?
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, if Elijah was jacking off right there, he would have had a great orgasm.
It's fucked up. For those of you not watching, he was getting choked by Macaulay.
His tongue was
Asphyxiation.
out and shit. Here's the final showdown. This would be pretty.
Oh, this is fucked up. Wait,
Yeah.
Mom, I like this. Mom, I love you.
Mom. He's just like, Mom.
He's like, I love you. Does he say I love you?
Yeah, later. Before she drops him.
I gotta see it.
Mom, I love you.
I love you. Heart of a child. Unconditional love. I'm sorry.
Ah.
I love you. I reminds me of that fucking kid in Ernest Scared Stupid.
I can't even imagine this would happen in real life, even if the mom knew that the kid was a killer.
Yeah, but she's...
It's hard telling.
Yeah. It's...
He's
It's
not even
literally-
like begging for his life or anything. He's just kind of like, Mom.
It's literally... I know, but like, it's just...
Yeah, see, I think it shows his dead
Oh.
body, if I remember right.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It wasn't that far.
It looked taller there.
It looked way taller.
Maybe.
Oh
I'm
my
wrong.
God. You think that would have broke her up, like even fucking just doing that before she pulled him up? Come on, show
She
him.
just-
Show it.
She was so
Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it showed his body.
And it washed his body away. Oh my God.
They need to make a
That's-
sequel where he didn't die, dude.
Oh my God. Oh, and he's like, fucking, I know what you did last summer, killer.
He becomes like Jason, dude. Jason died when he's a little boy,
Dude,
too.
that is fucked up. Like, I just can't believe they showed that fucking kid on the rocks, dude, bloody.
All that blood on it.
Oh my God. Good for them.
And then what a weird way to end it. Like,
If she had it to do over,
Shit.
would she make the same choice?
Oh,
I'm scared to
I
ask.
wonder,
that
but I know I'll never ask.
why is he just sitting out there in the middle of fucking
Yeah, he's
desert?
just kind of looking off like
Where is he? He's like in the middle of fucking nowhere. And that is fucked up. Like, it makes you think about the psychology of after the events. Like, do you think the mom would have regretted it, right?
Probably, yeah.
You know, I mean, you think a lot of denial would have set in. Like, he didn't mean to do what he did. Maybe he was just trying to play with me, you know? Something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because, man, like, I feel bad for the mom. Like, she is just fucked up for life.
Yeah.
And, in a sick way, I bet you $1 million, she probably hates Elijah Wood's character.
Yeah.
Just
Probably.
because she
And
picked the
because
wrong
she's so fucked up, she might be easy to get to sleep with you.
Oh, God. Man.
She's pretty cute.
I don't remember the ending being that brutal, man. I seriously don't remember seeing the Macaulay smashed on the rocks.
That's always what I remember when I think of this
I just
movie.
never noticed it. And then the wave goes over him and just fucking takes him in.
Yeah, I
mean,
saw this movie on video when it came out. That
So
always
what did
stuck
they
with
do?
me.
Did they call the cops after and they said, "Hey, go fetch his body out"? And they had a funeral. And
That's why they need to make a sequel. They never found a body,
it's fucking
and he's still alive. It cuts to her in like in a hospital room. She's like, "What about the boy? We didn't find any boy." Then he's still there.
that's fucked up, man.
We get a whole new like series out of a killer Macaulay wearing a mask and shit.
Whew. Man, I'm gonna make that my desktop wallpaper, man. Him smashed on the rocks. Zoom in on it a little bit.
Doesn't it just make you feel good inside?
Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna crop it out. I'm gonna make it my fucking desktop, man. Smash Macaulay. Rock.
This movie has a reputation of being a bad movie. I never really thought of it as a bad movie. I mean, it's not great.
I don't think it's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's one of its strengths is that it's not very long. It's a strength, I think, because a movie like this could go on too long. It's not that's not an inconvenience, it's like I said, credits are rolling an hour and 25 minutes in.
I think he does a good job at capturing like a somber tone throughout, and then the way it ends.
The scenery, the weather, the time of year, like the way it looks very drab, bleak. It does well. It just kind of like makes you feel depressed, kind of makes, I don't know, but it's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It's an okay movie. It's a movie I've watched a few times, and it's because it's easy to watch. Like I think if this was like a 2-hour drama, I couldn't tell you the same thing, but it's an interesting movie to see Macaulay Culkin be a little shit. And like I said, if you really don't have the patience to watch it, just fast forward to the last scene, man, where you smashed on them rocks. It's fucking a trip.
That you forgot about.
Oh my God. I didn't think they showed it, man. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely
Maybe you
blown
saw
away.
a cut version.
Oh my God.
Did you watch it on TV or something?
Yeah, of course. I've only watched it on TV, like TBS and stuff. Yeah. It's the only times I've ever seen it. But did they show fucking Thomas's dead body? Like, did I miss? Like, I know he's, in the My Girl. I don't know. Like, I just did.
It does, doesn't it? Doesn't it show him in
at
the
the
casket?
funeral? At the funeral, yeah, the casket, the wake order. I wonder how much I've deprived myself of by watching TV versions of these movies. But anyway, it was kind of fun to do something sort of impromptu, like The Good Son. Let us know. Hopefully, should this be the start of a Macaulay exploitation? Should there be more to come? You let us know, and let us know how we did. If you guys liked it, let us know of any other films you want us to do. We have a backlog going here of movies that have been requested that we are going to get to. Little by little, we're chipping away at that block. We've knocked out quite a bit. Check out all the other commentaries we have on the YouTube. But like I said, we say it every week. We really want to push it. If you like these and you're listening to on YouTube right now, go to iTunes. If you have Apple products, go to iTunes because
we need to get ourselves on Google Play too, so that the fucking other people can do it. What's it called? The Android.
Yeah, the Android. So Zach just had a great idea. We're gonna get ourselves on Google as well. Yeah, and that is a good idea. But yeah, watch them in those formats because on YouTube, obviously, with their strict copyright things going on, they're neutered, right? We can't put in, we have to completely remove the audio in the background of the movies at times. And, we can't have too much fun with the editing process because, everything is fucking gonna pick up some kind of copyright. But on iTunes or soon to be Google Play, anything goes, right? And they're a lot more fun. They're more pleasing to the ears. We can get away with a little bit more. We can say some funnier stuff. So, like I said, subscribe to us on YouTube. We appreciate that. And then go over to iTunes and soon to be Google Play. Subscribe to us and leave us 5 stars on there as well. Reviews are going to be great. And, share us with your friends. That's really all I got to say. Other than that, be on the lookout for the new revivalhouse.net. The website is in production it's being made right now. Hopefully it's done in the next couple of weeks. So looking forward to that. And also one last thing. If any fellows out there that are listening, any fellows or lovely ladies
or the ladies, if any of you guys are into podcasting, hit us up. We like to network, and you know what? We'd like to network and cross pollinate. If you guys are like a small podcast, a startup podcast, I want to hear it. We want to rub elbows with you guys, and whatever. We want to rub your elbow until it comes.
I want to rub your elbows. But anyway, that's all we got for now. We will be back hopefully next week with some more commentary action. I am Aaron.
I'm Zach.
You guys have been awesome. All right, guys. See you later.